making Zatar Manakish. And if you don't know what Zatar Manakish is, it's like basically flatbread with za'atar on it, and I'm going to be explaining how to do it and a few tips and trades. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so I'm going to be making my flatbread mixture now, which is the dough. So I've got my chapati flour here. I'm going to use about 2 scoops of them. So just going to add that into my bread machine. 2 scoops of that, and we're going to need about a scoop of soft raisin flour. Okay, so just about that's 1. I'm going to add 2 of those. Okay, so that's the second spoon of baking powder. About that much, let's say. Measurements, but when you get used to it, you'll kind of know how much to put in. Okay, so this is a dry yeast, and we're going to add a tablespoon of that now. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar, and that's going to activate the yeast and get that bread making. And then the next step is adding a pinch of salt. So I'm going to add sesame seeds and onion seeds, but that's optional. It's up to you if you wanted to do it, but it's a nice little touch to the bread, so just put a bit in, like a few dabs. To my onion seeds, and I'm going to put about a spoonful, so around that much. And I'm just going to put it stir to blend all the obviously ingredients together. Then we're going to go and add our olive oil. And like I said, I'm just doing this estimated. I'm going to add a good gulp of it, and once we've done that, we're going to add half a mug of water. So a mug this size, I'm just going to add half of that. Okay, and that's pretty much all we need to do. The machine is going to do the rest for us. We're just going to pop the lid on and then turn that on. And that's it. We're going to wait until it turns into a dough. Okay, so I put it on number 2. The more you knead it, the more it turns into a nice fluffy dough, which we kind of want because it'll taste nice. Instead of tasting too crispy and too hard, it'll taste nice and fluffy, so that's what we're kind of looking for. That's pretty much done now already, and I'm just going to add it to our dish. Just like that. So once it's done, we're going to cover that up and leave it in a dark place. And we'll leave it for a good half an hour, and that will double up in size and be ready to make your manakish, which is flatbreads. So leave it for a good half an hour in a dark place and cover it up, and then you'll be good to go. So this is my dried za'atar, and this is the one I already pre-made. So I'm just going to use 1 scoop of that. Add that onto the add some olive oil, and then key ingredients. Let's add that there. Then we're going to stir that all in together to give a nice thick paste, just like that. And that'll be ready to go onto our little manakish. Okay, so now what we need, we've got our pastries just over here. We're going to our dough, and we're going to round it up into a little ball. You don't need no flour, no nothing, because it's already got olive oil in here. So it's not, spread that out like that to get that round shape. We're going to get a spoon, around a spoonful, and just pop that onto our manakish, just like that. We're going to leave the outline bare without no za'atar on it, because otherwise it's going to make it really soggy, and we don't want that. Really convenient for like breakfast, lunch, even dinner. Like I'd have this all the time. It tastes so good, and it's nice to have with a cup of tea. So freaking easy, really. Okay, so this is pretty much the end of it. I made around, let's say 4, 7, 10. I made 10 mini manakish with just like half a plate of za'atar. You can literally make about 10 mini ones. I've got a little dough left, but I'm not going to be using that because that's perfect. That's how much I wanted. The oven is preset to 220, and we're going to pop that into the oven for around 10 minutes, and then they'll come out nice, crispy, and good to eat. So let's do that now. Okay, so here they are. They're out of the oven and they're looking really good. Just going to plate that onto my dish with all the rest of my breakfast foodies. I've already made some bagels and added some cheese on it. And here's my tea, and now I'm going to add my Zatar Manakish. And the dough is really soft because we left it for a good half an hour, and we've added plenty of olive oil, so it gives it a really nice soft texture to it. And there we go, guys. That is my breakfast, and it smells divine. It's gonna taste divine, inshallah. So like, again, if you do create this look, please send me a photo, tag me Cooking with Amina, and I'll be glad to see your photos.